and welcome, and today we're looking at one of the longest lasting civilizations of all time, ancient China, and the purpose of this lesson is to give an overview as to what ancient China actually is, so to get your understanding around a very broad nature of ancient China. What that means is you'll be looking at the type of dynasties they had, how they established themselves as an empire, systems of government, art, culture, and religion, as well as their relationship with the Mongols. Ancient China is a very interesting place in the study of history. It's located in the eastern region of Asia, and the country established many things that we know about modern society, specifically around trade, with their establishment of the Silk Road trade route, which was a massive trade route that went from Asia all the way through to some parts of Europe in the later stages. Throughout most of China's history, dynasties ruled. Now, a dynasty is a ruling family, and there's multiple dynasties that occurred. The first dynasty is known as the Shang dynasty. The ancient Chinese empire, this is one of the longest lasting empires of all time. It started in the Qin dynasty, which took place in 221 BCE, and this had united all of China under one dynasty. In regards to government, early ancient China functioned of what was called the feudal system, in which workers worked lands, and it was very much more relaxed around land ownership and how work works. Later though, however, it worked under more of a civil service system where there would be civil service members, and what they would do is they would collect taxes and things like that. And if you wanted to be a member of that kind of structure around civil services, you actually had to pass an exam. Art, culture, and religion are bundled together, usually when we talk about it. In ancient China, there were three major religions. There was Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. Now, with ancient Chinese art, there was three main schools of art that were particularly important. These are painting, poetry, and calligraphy. These were held in great value. They were known as the three ways of art. So calligraphy, painting, and poetry, as well as Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. The Mongols were a long-time enemy of ancient China. In fact, they were so much of an enemy that they actually had to invent the Great Wall of China. Now, the Mongols were an invading force that did take over a large part of Asia, as well as other parts of the world. And their relationship with China was quite aggressive, to say the least. So that's a bit of a brief history around ancient China. They're a civilization that was ruled by dynasties, and this rule lasted for about 2,000 years. Very long time. They established an empire in 221 BC, and their system of government in the early days started with the feudal system, but then progressed to a more civil system with taxes and things later on. Their art and culture and religion is based around painting, poetry, and calligraphy, as well as Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. The Great Wall of China was made to defend off the Mongols, and the Great Wall of China is probably one of the most iconic parts of China. So that's ancient China. A broad overview. As I was saying, the idea is to get your head around all the things that were kind of existing at this time so that you can go into deeper research later. I'll see you next time.